am happy to be here with MHCT topper of CLAT 20, MHCT topper of 2021 and MHCT topper of this year as well as last year as well. And I'm so happy to have both of you here. Welcome Yash, welcome Surbhi. And this is really nice for Law Prep also and for both of you guys also, right? GLC, right? I guess you'll be opting for GLC, Yash, right?
Yes, most probably.
Most probably still you're thinking ILS maybe?
Yes, ma'am, maybe there's a chance.
Okay.
I might
Okay.
consider it.
So, Surbhi, I'll ask you first. You being his senior, right? He'll be referring to you in case if he joins your college, he'll be referring to you as ma'am or sir. Do you have that trend there?
Actually, ma'am, I'm a second year in Nalsar. I did not join GLC.
Join Nalsar,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Right. Good. So still, but in that case, otherwise Nalsar maybe is there any scope of these kind of things, Abhi? You have joined the
No,
college?
ma'am. Yeah, like we did not join physically, but we do not have this bhaiya, sir and didi and or ma'am culture.
Sir and ma'am. Sir
Yeah.
and ma'am. That's usually just the minimum level of
Respect.
formality. Although I would say it is a pseudo ragging kind of thing, but still. So okay, fair enough. So okay, Surbhi, that's very nice. Yes. Now you'll be deciding. You'll be joining what? GLC, ILS. What is your preference?
I have not decided it yet, but I think GLC.
GLC. Okay, just to inform you, GLC, it has a very small campus compared to everything else, but the campus is located in the main area where nearby all the law firms and court and everything. I participated in an international moot court competition from GNLU and it was in GLC.
Okay.
Like I was representing, so I did visit the campus. It's like very basic, but the exposure students get, even in the firm I practiced, there were around 3-4 GLC students who were interning with me. I was interning in Mulla and that point of time. So they have a lot of good exposure, that is for sure. But education wise, it is stated that IRS is of course supposed to be better when it comes to number of classes and everything. So, Surbhi, when you started your preparation, like what would you recommend, because you topped your MSCT also and then joined Nalsar also, what do you recommend students to fill forms, and why did you plan to fill the form for MSCT and other, because some students are very apprehensive about filling other forms and etc. So what do you recommend to the student and why did you decide to do that?
Yes, ma'am. So I also prepared in 2019 for 2019 CLAT. I happened to crack CLAT that time and I got NLU Odisha. But parents were not that, parents were supportive, but I was not that satisfied. So I decided to take a drop. And then next time, for the first time, I did not fill many forms. But for the next time, apart from CLAT and AILET, I also decided to take SLAT as well as MHCT. And that's because you're not certain what is going to happen. So it's better to be on the safer side. And yeah, that is why I recommend personally to all my friends and my juniors that you should take all these exams.
Yeah. Right. Yes. What were you thinking what all forms you filled along with this and what were you thinking?
In fact, my case was exactly the same. I had to take a drop, so I filled for CLAT. I also filled SLAT, and of course MHCT, and one or two more exams there.
Right. So one of the most important question, apart from, like, I will be discussing subject-wise strategy also, but one of the most important thing I want to discuss is that how do you keep yourself? How did you, keep yourself focused on your MSCT preparation, or how did you keep going on with your MSCT preparation, keeping in mind that the CLAT result had come out, and CLAT every year is a whole level of experience in itself, the exam and the result and the questions and the problems in the questions and everything. And then you have AILET also. So how did you keep yourself focused? That's something very important.
So, Surbhi, you would like to go first?
Can you be a bit loud, Yash?
Oh, okay. Surbhi, if you like to answer that first.
Yes, Surbhi, let's start with you.
All right. So, ma'am, the first important thing is that you have to be consistent. Like, if you want to crack CLAT or any other exam, it's important to be consistent, to be regular in your efforts. And apart from that, we prepared during that time when COVID was on its high. And
Right.
yeah, correctly. And we could not also join the coaching. So it was tough to assess yourself, to analyze where you stand. But apart from that, I tried to take as many mocks as I can and analyze myself with my own performance. So that was it. And apart from that, I also talked to my teachers at Law Prep, to you all. And then that helped me. And also parents kept me calm that it's okay, even if it's going to postpone, it will be held and you will ace it. So that is it. Yeah.
No, but in your case, you had already got, but the rank was not out by that time, MSCT ka? Was that the case?
Yes,
CLAT
ma'am.
ka?
Ma'am, actually CLAT results were out and after that MHCT results were out. But still I decided to take it. Yeah.
Good. That's great. That's very good. So yes, now how did you keep yourself focused and what was your CLAT result and how did you still keep on going on with your MSCT preparation?
Actually, last time it was like I gave CLAT and all that exams, but I was not able to crack it. So I decided to take another drop because I thought I would be going to top NLUs. But this time, what happened? I got into NLU Ranchi. It's a nice college, and but still, I was like, I have to give MHCT. So I decided, and my main focus was actually on the CLAT preparation for the whole time. And because this time, and even the previous time, the CLAT pattern was totally changed. So we have to read and study everything in so much detail that in that CLAT preparation actually prepared us for all other law entrance examinations. So that's how I kept at it.
Right. That's correct. So, would you say that it is, despite, like, because I got to know that you have dropped again, would you recommend students that is it because a lot of students have this issue, and as a person belonging to coaching, if I recommend it, it doesn't look like something, it becomes a
Yes.
very ethically related question. Should I not? So, what would you, because I know 101% when I'll upload this, students are going to ask me, or it will come to their mind, is it worth it? That the kind of exposure, be it your Rachi, be it GLC, do you really think it's worth it and they can risk that?
Actually, my case was quite different, and there was one more factor that I knew actually I would not be going to the college and only online classes would be going. So actually, COVID has disturbed everything. So I took a chance. Of course, it was a very risky decision, but of course, my parents and all they trusted me, and so I
Right.
took that chance.
Yes, and it did.
The thing is,
Yes.
the thing is, CLAT is actually a very unpredictable paper. So taking drop again is very huge risk. But then, of course, personal choice also matters.
Right, personal choice. And to be honest, Yash, again, this is something my opinion. Actually, when it comes down to 5 years down the line, like imagine your 10th board exam. It seems so important at that point of
Yes.
time. And both of you would tell me that you really think it is that important today. Right? It doesn't matter
not that important right now.
Exactly. So same way what happens is the year when we do these things, they seem like very important. Whereas you people are so young, you're just starting your life and thinking so much about a year. It's not that big of a deal. Anyone in a later stage of life is a totally different thing. Young people are supposed to take risk and it's not supposed to be that big deal. Though it is true that everyone around us make it as a big issue. Everyone in the family, typical family would be like, oh my God, drop is such a big issue people make out to be. I personally think it's not that big of an issue for the simple reason that 6 years, 7 years down the line, when you will be in a law firm, it actually does not matter that you dropped a year or two. In fact, it gives you better opportunities. So if it does give you better opportunity, and even if it does not, it's not that big deal that students get so tensed and pressurized. I see students getting that pressure. So I'll ask this question to both of you also. How do you, especially because you dropped and then you appeared for exam, how to handle this pressure when it just before the exam, especially before the exam? Surbhi.
Yes, ma'am. You have to stay calm. Just be positive. Keep faith in yourself. that whatever happens, it will happen for good. You have many opportunities, even if not CLAT, there is MHCT, there is ALET. Even if not these, there are certain other colleges also, but on that particular day, in those 2 or 3 hours, you can give your best. So just stay calm. Nothing is going to happen if you'll be in a rush and if you take tensions. That is not the thing. You have prepared well, certainly. You have prepared well. So yeah, go for it.
Right. And you are in second year. So obviously for you, when you think about that moment, when you were, you might have had those times when you were so serious or tensed about the result. It would be better if you tell the student, is it worth 2 years down the line, the kind of tension you took at the time of exam?
Definitely, it is not worth it. Like, in fact, I feel that my CLAT did not go well. My CLAT didn't go well. That is why I was like, I have certain other options for like MHCP. But when the results came, I'm so shocked that how did this happen? And even after that, there were certain tensions in my mind relating to colleges. Like I had to choose between Jodhpur or Nalsar, or because parents are like, you can go when you can join Jodhpur, why join Hyderabad or somewhere else? So it's not worth it. You will settle in some time and don't take so much pressure.
Right. Yes, you too, because you had dropped again. How did you handle the pressure? Because and maybe 4 or 5, or now, would you say that the pressure which students go through, right? Let's imagine if you are not cleared it, then also, is it worth all that pressure? Because that's one of the key thing I have to counsel students for. And I would seek your recommendations related to the same, how to deal with that pressure.
Ma'am, actually, the pressure is normal. I'll be honest, ma'am, here. The anxiety will also be developed because a lot of things are at stake. Your whole year is at stake, and ma'am, it feels like the year is actually a very big deal because parents' expectations, your own expectations, and you feel like what will happen if exams don't go well. But at the same time, as Surabhi said, that you have to same time trust your preparation also. So actually, the main thing is when you start giving that exam, what do you do in those 2 hours actually make or break the deal. So being confident is very important, but yeah, actually the pressure which develops in the meanwhile actually also helps you in preparation. It makes you more serious, and sometimes I know it gets too much. Even I got burned out few times down the lane, but you can take small breaks and chill and then continue studying.
Right. Okay. So that is about overall general problems students face. But let's go subject-wise preparation now, right? Because a lot of students tell me कि मैम ALET की तैयारी कैसे करें, फिर MHCT की कैसे करें, फिर CLAT की कैसे करें. So once and for all, I want to give message to the students that how should they primarily go about their preparation. So let's start with your general knowledge subject, right? GK as such with respect to CLAT, ALET, and MHCT. Yes, Surbi.
For MHCT also, you don't have to study anything different. It's majorly what you study in CLAT as well as ALET. So personally, I did not do anything different for MHCT. It was all which I prepared during CLAT as well as ALET. So in GK also, there are two kinds of GK, that is current as well as static. I did not focus that much on static, only the constitution and history and the miscellaneous things which we were told to study. And in the current part, the most important things which helped me were the notes which we were provided in class. And apart from that, I studied from GK Today, and newspaper played a very important role in the same. Newspaper, I read The Hindu, and apart from this, some other online sources. That's enough, more than enough.
Right. Yes, Yash. What would you tell students? Because they come to me and they discuss this thing so widely. Ma'am, MHCT is a different thing. So how do I do? You have to tell me GK about MHCT or GK related to ALET or GK related to CLAT. So it's like I have to prove it to them again and again. So how did you go about your GK preparation?
Ma'am, 2 years back, when the CLAT preparation, the whole system changed. Even the GK section changed a lot. So before that, we were actually asked small MCQs like whose recommendation has been given by the government and those kind of questions. But now everything we have to study in so much detail that it will actually cover the GK for all law entrance tests. And even I had this doubt back then that something different I have to study for some other law exams and CLAT something in detail. So, but actually, it's not that. You actually, I did this thing. I focused on main 2 3 resources, and if I went into a lot of resources, I could not study even one properly. So I would recommend that take 2 3 main resources like in GK magazine, competition focus is good, and newspaper reading is must. As Surbi said, I read Indian Express personally, so that's.
So both are okay. That's another choice students want me to choose from. Nahi ma'am, ek bata do koi acha kaun sa hai. Both of them, it's about you studying. Newspaper won't make it. Is that you have to actually study the newspaper. So moral of the story is for GK, if you focus on CLAT, you automatically side by side are getting prepared for ALET also, as well as for MHCT and all other exams simultaneously. Right.
Yes.
Okay. So now let us talk about the legal section. Right. With respect to legal, how do you prepare for CLAT or ALET for that matter, or MHCT for that matter? What was the pattern with respect to MHCT, Surbi, and how was it different? And do student needs to separately make a separate preparation for MHCT for legal, or what would you recommend?
There's nothing you need to read or study separately for MHCT. Like I said before, you have to focus on since the CLAT pattern changed, MHCT more of became similar to ALET. So you have to focus on principle, stick to the principle, and then apply it to the facts. That is the crux of it. And focus that diligently, read your notes, which has been taught to you if you have joined any coaching. Apart from that, also just stick to the principle, and that is main thing.
Right. In fact, even this year, ALET gave past year questions which were there. So I usually recommend students to do that as well. And make sure you go through all the past year papers, because even 5 questions if are similar to what you have done, it goes on a great deal to boost your confidence. Right. Okay. So yes, Yash, how did you prepare for it?
Even in this section, exactly like in CLAT, we have to prepare everything so well. We have to study the principles and like fundamental rights. It actually covers everything. So, and even in MHCT, sometimes they ask some constitutional questions, and those things can be extra because CLAT doesn't ask that directly. Then static GK you have to do for the legal part also. Yes. That's the main difference.
Constitution, direct questions on constitution. But with CLAT, I would even recommend students to do that, because with CLAT, you're never sure. So it's better to cover all your bases, right? Yes. Constitution or static, as well as the current ones. Okay, right. So legal may again, everyone. In fact, I believe in all 5 subjects, they are going to repeat this thing. So this is one very important message, everyone. Please do not think about, and especially there are so many forums and groups where huge discussions takes place on this thing. No, ALET may use this is there, no CLAT this is there, MSCTs this is there. It's actually not. There's no point wasting your time in those things or those arguments. Prepare for your CLAT thoroughly. Automatically, you will be preparing for your MHCT also, ALET also, all other SLAT also, all other side-by-side entrance examination, right? So what would you recommend students should do when it comes to reasoning, right? Because you have analytical reasoning and then you have critical reasoning. What kind of share and ratio related to these topics are there in MHCT? Yes, Surbi.
Ma'am, so in legal logical reasoning also too, there is verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning, that is analytical and critical. So newspaper plays a very important role in basically everything. So it helps in your comprehension, reading comprehension, as well as your any passages that you get for critical reasoning. So that helped me. Apart from that, there are certain books which I followed, such as M.K. Pandey for critical reasoning. And then you also provided material from resources from LawPrep. So I focused on that. And then it also comes to that you should focus on the concept rather than attempting so many questions. Focus on the concept first, learn the topic, and then try applying it. And then mocks also helped me to practice a lot in this. And apart from this, for analytical reasoning, the book which I remember was R.S. Agarwal for analytical reasoning. Yeah. And yeah, apart from that, that is it. I just focused on the concept and then applying it in the mocks and the tests which I took.
You make it sound so easy.
This is easy. Like if you consistently and regularly study, it is easy.
Right. Compared to the number of classes they are making you attend.
Yeah, correct.
At the university.
Ma'am, this is something really hectic and I wish I could go back to that phase, which is not possible, but yeah.
No. But all this hard work is going to pay you a lot. It is something they're preparing you for the real life. So that's good. Yes, Yash. How do you go about reasoning when it comes to all these papers related to law entrance exam, be it your CLAT, A-Let or MSCT or SLAT?
Yes, so basically the thing with critical reasoning is beforehand it used to come in A-Lit, basically 5-6 questions every year they were there, and CLAT did not ask that much. But when the pattern changed, everything got so much reading intensive, and weightage of critical reasoning actually increased so much. So I didn't follow book as such. I did the law prep material actually. So it helped me clear my basics, and of course teachers guided, and that was very helpful. In this actually, if your concepts are clear, then you just have to practice. It comes with practice, like when you do strengthening and weakening like topics. So in that you have to catch some phrases, and it only comes through practice. So critical reasoning can be done like this. And in terms of analytical reasoning, you have to practice. Now, those are things like series and all. Even I did in that Arihant book and R.S. Agarwal.
Right. And it's again, the message is do not skip. Everyone want to show, especially now after December, more and more people are going to search for what not to do. They'll be like, acha, ye bhi karna hai kya? So the better thing and this is something I've taken, I have had interactions with so many students who have gotten through, including you guys. And all of them again and again have recommended that try to cover everything, right? Even if it's analytical, even if it is critical, and you have sufficient time. If actually consistently, as Surbhi said, if you consistently sit down and study, you have more than sufficient time to cover everything to prepare you for the exam. So next is quant, mathematics section. How did you prepare for it, Surbhi?
Yeah. So that is elementary mathematics, and then there's the CLAT DI data interpretation in CLAT. In that also we were taught all the topics, basic topics of elementary mathematics, be it ratio, proportion, profit and loss. So MHCT also tests you on all those principles only. And the quant section, I have seen this year's paper. I think I did not see this year. I saw last year's paper. So that is not that tough. If you know the concepts, it is not tough as CLAT, A-Lit and CLAT, yeah, both. MHCT tests you on very basic mathematics, and you will crack it if you know the principles. So that is it.
Right. Yes. Yash, what would you recommend about quant?
To be honest, my maths is not so good, but actually there are two types of question types in quant. After the CLAT pattern changed, everything got more focused on data interpretation, graphs and charts and all. But even in those questions, we don't realize the concepts which we use are the same, like time and distance and work and time. So concepts are same, but they're put down in different pattern actually. So if you study for one, the principles are clear, then everything is the same.
So for students who like you are not that much into maths, they'll directly ask one question. For them, I want to ask, can I leave maths?
No, ma'am, it will be a blunder. Never leave maths. It's the most boring section.
Okay, right. So that, yes, Surbhi, you want to say something?
Yes, ma'am. It's not that tough. So definitely, if you're going to leave it, you will be behind a bunch of students who are attempting it. It's not tough. Even if you don't know, you have studied maths till 10th. So everything is from that. And apart from that, if you have joined any institute, they are definitely going to teach you. So it's not good because we keep this mindset that we don't know, we do not have maths in 11th or 12th, so we are not going to attempt it. But first of all, you have to leave this mindset behind, that don't be scared of maths. You will do it if you study properly.
Right. Okay. So another thing, lastly, English or the RC section, as CLAT says. How do you recommend, what do you recommend with respect to, especially keeping in mind the grammar questions as well, and then RC questions, and then vocab is something which is not directly asked, but it is important. So all 3 points, RC, comprehension practice, then vocab building and grammar rules. So how to go about them, what to leave, what not to leave? Surbhi.
Ma'am, I said this earlier also, that one thing which is going to help you will be the newspaper. So newspaper helps you everywhere, be it GK or English.
RC.
Yeah. So from newspaper, I used to build, it helped me build my vocab also. And for vocab, I also studied Word Power Made Easy. It is definitely a great book because it does not only help you with English, it also helps you in certain other, it helps us in teach Latin terms. So even if you have not heard about the word, if you know that word, you will make an intelligent guess there. And apart from that, for grammar, I read this book. It's English is Easy, I guess. I don't English.
Yes, it's English is Easy.
So I read that book, and there was objective English also. I managed from both. And apart from that, for reading comprehension, the most important thing is that you should be able to comprehend that passage within a certain time. You should not take so much time in reading it, and newspaper helps in that. And once you have understood the passage, it's not that tough to go with the questions. So just be consistent with newspaper, and most of the prep will be done in that way only.
Right. Yes. Yash, what did you do about these 3 things related to MHCT also? All 3 things are important or not?
When we talk about MHCT, to be honest, it's not so reading as compared to CLAT. But when you prepare for CLAT, actually the whole time you're reading everything, like different magazines, newspapers, the material provided by the coaching institutes, different kind of worksheets. You give like 50 marks, 60 marks. So it will develop such a habit that it will not be a problem if you do it sincerely. So reading is actually a very important part, and it will consequently improve your vocabulary also, which will every time help you. But reading is actually very important. And even in the legal field, we are expected to read like ton of materials, and it's important that you actually understand it in a very quick time. So time is also a constraint.
Right. And MHCT standard compared to CLAT is not, for English also is not that tough.
No.
Ma'am, so if I could add one thing here, I'm not sure about 2021 MHCT, but back in 2020, we got 2 passages, and they were they had 10 questions in each passage. So this made it very easy for us.
Even this time, there were passages, 2 passages.
Okay, right. Good. That's good. So when you're preparing for passages here also, it's going to help you there also. Right. Yes, and try to cover all the bases, be it your grammar, basics of grammar, obviously, and then vocab also, and then RC also. Right. So I believe we have covered all the 5 subjects. We have done subject wise what you would recommend to the student. Now, one thing I want to know, because we are at the moment, when we look at CLAT 2022 aspirants, they are in the middle path now. They had started the preparation, but now a lot of them are burning out. They are feeling like, okay, I have a lot of students now coming to me with the ki ma'am mock mein marks nahi badh rahe hain. Yeah, this is like the most common question being asked to me right now. Ma'am, mock mein marks nahi badh rahe hain. So what do you recommend to the students who are losing patience now? Because at one point of time, you were also in that phase when you were, because when you start, you suddenly see an increase, and then you are stuck, be it 50s or 60s or 80s, whatever it is, you have reached a range and then you're stuck. How do you keep on going on? Or tell what, like, because you must have also wasted time. And for some time, the student gets distracted. They waste their time. And then suddenly after a week, they realize, no, I must study. And then they feel guilty about it. because they wasted their time. So it's a vicious cycle. You feel guilty, you again waste your time, then again you feel guilty. So how what do you recommend to the student when they end up feeling so guilty about wasting a day or two or a week for that matter, or especially because they're getting sick as well?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
the
It's a
dengue
very
thing
good
is going
point.
so high everywhere. I have so many students who have suffered because of this. So what do you recommend to them? Is it too late now? Like they are telling me, ma'am, it's so late. Ab to kya hoga? So it's just starting of November. Imagine. So yes,
Yes,
Surbi, what do you want to recommend to the student when they go face these ups and downs?
And they have plenty of time from now. If they start preparing diligently, they are definitely going to make it to CLAT or ALET or MHCT. It's just that from now on, stop wasting time. And it's not like if you spend your time in certain other things, for example, watching series or any movie, that is okay. But that should be within control. You should have self control, of course. And apart from that, they have plenty of time if they focus. One thing which is start taking mocks from now on only. Start taking mocks, and if you are preparing for 2022, start taking mocks. And for mocks also, if you're stuck at a certain in a certain range, try to, like what I did was I used to decide time for a particular subject in the starting only, and then after or during those 2 minutes 2 hours time, I used to compromise within as per the how tough or easy the mock was. So that helps. After you have taken your mock, whatever score you get, it's very important to analyze the same. Analysis of a mock is very important. Otherwise, whatever you did in those 2 hours is not going to help. So yeah, so in the starting, I used to take one mock per week, but when as the exam got postponed and as it started getting, as the actual CLAT took, it was decided. So then I took 3 or 4 mocks per week, but that is far from now. For now, you have to focus on newspaper. Never miss any editorial, whatever you can. Don't pressurize yourself into anything. Just keep calm, be prepared, or even if you haven't started or haven't done anything yet, I can assure that if you start this from now, if you start your preparation from now, you will be able to do it. Definitely.
It is sufficient time if they actually diligently do it. That's true.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Yash. What do you recommend to the student who gets ups, who face those ups and downs? You actually literally faced it when it came to clear CLAT.
Yes, ma'am.
So, what do you recommend students to these ups about these ups and downs and how to come back on track?
First of all, this is only November. So even if we
Right.
start from this time, ma'am, because what happens is when I was preparing, even I thought I would start in preparing in November, then January came, then March came, and every time you feel like okay, we'll start from now, and every time you will feel like it's too late, but actually it doesn't matter. Whenever you start preparing consistently, and just try that you don't break your cycle in between, because if a break comes, then you might lose your energy. And in this thing, when we talk about people getting burned out, even I got so sometimes it happens that we get so motivated that we study too much, and then that motivation doesn't last for too long, because human can work only for some actually everyone has different tendencies. So it's important to realize how much actually you can work and decide accordingly. One plan can actually never fit every individual. Everyone has a different system of working, and you have to decide it yourself only. So first, it is very important to take breaks in between. About getting burned out, and when we talk about getting stuck in some range of marks in mocks, especially, so what happens is when we start giving mocks, suppose we study legal, so these things actually increase your marks very soon, and you feel like, oh, this progress should always continue like that. But after some time, there's not new content, but things which you have to focus is like on your speed, and these things will only come in practice. Like even I got stuck in the range of like 80, and I was not able to cross it. But then slowly, when you start reading and when your speed actually increases, those little things will actually increase your marks. And as Surbhi said, we actually used to give mocks together always. So the habit of analyzing is very important. Like when you do some questions, you see like I wasted 1 minute extra, and preparing strategies for yourself is very important. Like where could I use this 1 minute extra to do two simple questions first? So that kind of strategy making will actually give one mark more to you, and slowly it will increase. So that's more important to analyze.
Right. Also, yes, and Shurbi, you informed me, guys, that you are friends also. So I want to know how much guidance you got from Surbi, Yash.
It was every time. Like whenever I had doubt, I just called her. And despite being in college, even she was having first year, she was having very hectic schedule, but it was always like, "हाँ तू बता क्या है?" She always helped me with everything.
So, along with thanking everyone else, you would like to thank Surbi separately as well, right?
Yes, ma'am. Of course.
Right. Thank you so much, Surbi, for helping us get another All India first rank in MHCT. That was very guiding. That your guidance did help, and you seem like someone who is very sorted. So you seem like someone who would be able to guide as well, right?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am, she is.
yeah, only those people can tell who listen. Apart from that, even teachers helped me a lot. So that only I passed on to.
Of course,
whoever
ma'am. The
asked me.
whole support system actually plays a very important role. Your parents must be supportive. Teachers, of course, help you. The whole system actually works in the proper way. Then child can prepare, of course, in a much better
Okay.
way.
Right. Although I don't think you guys might have faced this issue, but some of the students do tell me about that कि नहीं मैम mock का score से हमें डर लगता है कि parents डांटते हैं or something. Now this is something totally different. I recommend students to talk to the parents and everything. Like what would you? This is totally off topic. We are getting into a totally different scenario. But actually, how do I deal with those situations, or how do students deal with those situations where they have this issue? Like I don't think both of you had those kind of issues where parent would
I
be
had those issues.
Oh, you had? So how did you deal with that, Yash?
Ma'am, in the starting, mock scores were increasing, like progress was going on. But then, after you reach a certain range, like 80 or 90 or even 70, those marks start getting fluctuated. So it's very natural for the parent to ask that why last time you scored this much, and it becomes tough to make them understand that every mock is different. Some can be easy and some can be tough, but the more actually we should more focus on our analyzing part, because ultimately we have to give the exams. So actually parents are supportive, they understand to some extent, but it is very important for the student to understand that if the marks are getting less, what is the reason behind it. And it's not about explaining something, it's about you to understand and what can you do about it.
True, true. There's no point making it a struggle of separate. You're already studying and working hard for exam, making it a separate struggle side by side. That how will I keep on convincing that? So, did you face that kind of issue?
Not that much. Mom and dad are really supportive. Papa used to ask me a lot, even during the COVID times, because we could not go to coaching. So there was no list, a physical list as to we can see where I stand. So he used to ask me and he used to poke me that you're not studying, you're doing this, you're doing that. So that was it. But yeah, apart from that, as Yash said, you have to understand that you should focus. Your entire focus should be on your preparation. Apart from convincing somebody else that I will do this, I'll do that. So that is not going to help you. And yeah, that is it. Try.
And
Also, I guess they are also worried.
Definitely, ma'am.
I need
Of
to
course,
add
they are
one
worried.
more thing now. Actually, in these competitive exams, marks does not play that important role, but actually rank plays much important role. So if you regularly see that your rank is falling, that is a red flag. But marks can actually mock to mock. That's not that a big issue. So focusing on rank is much more important.
Right, right. Right. Thank you so much, Surbhi and Yash. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm 101% sure that students are going to benefit so much from this meeting we had and this video. And hopefully they'll also, I guess, leave comments and ask you guys also. So if you can reply, fair enough. If you can't, I understand you have joined colleges, so it's okay. But otherwise, thank you so much. Congratulations once again, Yash. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
We are
much,
really
ma'am, for
proud
having
of
us.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank
ma'am.
you,
And
Siddhi. We are
congrats,
proud of
Yash.
you too.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, everyone. Thank you.